So on a new episode of Days of Our Lakers, Rich Paul, aka Grand Moff Tarkin, running his mouth talking about Austin Reeves should come off the bench like Manu Ginobili, even though Austin Reeves' defense ain't nowhere close to Manu Ginobili, even though I don't think half of these players are close to what the players were 20 years ago. Rich Paul just running his mouth, being in the speaker box for LeBron James, saying things that LeBron James can't really say, but wants to say about his current situation with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now that takes us to the newest chapter for the season, the NBA Cup. And some of you guys know how I feel about the NBA Cup. It's the most useless thing ever. But in the third annual LeBron Invitational, it would be the Phoenix Suns, the hometown team, versus the defending champs OKC, versus the Spurs and Lakers. Lakers had not been in this position since the first annual LeBron Invitational. Spurs, this is their first time. Suns, first time. OKC and Lakers been through this already. But things did not go as planned in this game. You know what's the most craziest thing about this game? There was one big giant 7'4" person missing. There was no Victor Wembanyama, but there was a Stephon Castle. He scores 30 points to lead the Spurs into the NBA Cup semifinals with a 132-119 win. Only 3 players, 21 and under in Spurs history, they had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. Those 3 being the GOAT power forward of all time, Tim Duncan, Victor Wembanyama, and now Stephon Castle. My oh my, Rich Paul really messed up. You know what? It was both of them. Him and his master. Both did this. They both messed this team up. But in Los Angeles, Stephon Castle scores 21 of his 30 points in the second half. De'Aaron Fox added 20 in the victory. Keldon Johnson had 17 and 8 rebounds as the Spurs maintained a healthy double-digit lead for most of the final 3 quarters to claim the last cup semi-final spot in Las Vegas, where Spurs will face the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday. It's amazing. Lucas scores 35 and still can't win. But LeBron had 19 and 15 rebounds, and you know people are going to go crazy over that. And 8 assists for the Lakers, who lost only the third time in 12 games. LA trimmed the deficit to 8 points late in the fourth quarter, but couldn't get close. It was belt to ass for most of the game. It was belt to ass. Marcus Smart scored a season-high 26 points with 3 3-pointers for the Lakers. And Austin Reeves had 15, and you still couldn't win. Spurs have won 9 of their last 12 overall. After steady controlling this meeting of the 2 Western Conference teams, hoping to challenge the defending champion Thunder both this week and in the postseason. None of them have a chance of beating. Spurs made a 7-2 run and jumped to an 18-point lead in the second quarter with Castle and Harrison Barnes exploiting lost season-long struggles and perimeter shooting defense. Yeah, because they got no defense. That's easy. That's real easy. They ain't got no defense. They're too slow and too old. Useless. It's useless for them to play because they don't got it. Harrison Barnes had 16. Cornette had 10. Vassell had 8 in 31 minutes. He went 2 for 10. I don't know what happened to him. He was hot for a minute. Off the bench was Johnson, like I said, 17. Champagne, he was 16. Dylan Harper Jr. No, not just Dylan Harper. Had 13 points off the bench. I don't know what happened to Jeremy Shohan. They put him as off the bench. Now let's look at the free throw disparity real quick. Spurs got to the line 36 times. Lakers got a taste of their own money, of their own medicine. Spurs went to the line 36 times. Lakers 23 times. Man, this Spurs team is just too quick. They got De'Aaron Fox, Castle, Vassell on this team. You're going to be too slow for the Lakers backcourt. The Lakers backcourt consists of Doncic and Reeves. That ain't gonna slow anybody down. And they ain't got LeBron in the mix. That's not gonna slow anybody down. Hoochie Mama had 8 points in 31 minutes starting. 80 had 11 and 8 rebounds. Useless out there. Off the bench, like I said, they already got minutes from Marcus Smart. 26 for 28 minutes. I don't think that's gonna happen again with Marcus Smart. It just ain't the same Marcus Smart. Lakers shot 43% from 3, 49% from the field. But OKC just had better field goal percentage, 50%, 45%, 50 rebounds to the Lakers 43. So they got out rebounded, 27 assists. I mean, that's probably the only thing they had. 10 turnovers. You know, the Lakers are a turnover-prone team. And they did have 11. Look at Dick cut down on his turnovers in this game, but it just wasn't enough. Man, the Lakers are too slow. Lakers got no defense. That's the problem. Lakers got no defense at all. Absolutely. But the words from Rich Paul that was said earlier might affect his team down the long haul, because we got a selfish brat on this team that wants it his way or it's the highway. But I think also teams probably start figuring it out. Start figuring this team out pretty soon. If the ball goes through Luka, and we know LeBron's not a threat anymore. And we know Austin Reeves, basically his whole team, will probably, there's such a Marcus Smart, defense can't hold a lick of water. So they know this. And to think that Rich Paul was right about something. He was right about something. This team ain't getting to the Western Conference Finals. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now. They face OKC in the semifinals somehow, some way, somehow. No, they ain't winning. It's over. But anyways. Tell you, Lakers fans, you gotta get rid of this guy, man. Everything around him he touches turns toxic. Or anything around him. I told you. Shoot. If LeBron's dark side, freaking Rich Paul's the side. If you guys know your DC character, you know what I'm talking about. I always want to say he's Rich Paul is what's his face? One of the people Dark Side's elite. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. But it was one, I don't know, it was a comic book, it was a TV show. I'm getting mixed up sometimes. I think it might have been Young Justice. One of the Dark Side's minions was. Anyway, it's not better. Rich Paul's the side. LeBron's dark side. The minion did his thing. The servant did his thing for his master. Now it might be some toxicity going on now in this locker room, what Rich Paul said, but that's what happens when you make the deal with the devil. And you've been locked in with the deal with the devil for the last 7 years now. He's like I said before, LeBron's like that house guest that just won't leave the party that happened 2 months ago. He's still in your house. Oh well.